Picture this. You're standing in the middle of Prague's Old Town Square, confidently waving your senior discount card at a street performer dressed as a medieval knight, thinking he's a museum guide. Meanwhile, your travel companion is arguing with a pigeon over a pretzel while trying to figure out why their GPS keeps speaking in Czech. Sound familiar? Welcome to the wonderfully chaotic world of senior travel in Europe, where every mishap becomes a story worth telling and every mistake teaches us something valuable about exploring the world after 50. I'm here today to share some of the most entertaining travel disasters that have happened to seasoned travelers across Europe, along with the clever solutions that turned these potential vacation ruiners into unforgettable memories. Whether you're planning your first European adventure or you're a veteran traveler who's collected more mishaps than passport stamps, these stories will have you laughing while learning how to handle whatever Europe throws your way. Let's start with Margaret from Arizona, who thought she had mastered the art of European train travel until she found herself on the Glacier Express to Swiss Alps instead of the regional train to Geneva. The confusion began when she confidently approached what she believed was a helpful station attendant, gesturing enthusiastically at her ticket while speaking increasingly louder English. The uniformed gentleman nodded politely, pointed toward a platform, and Margaret, feeling accomplished, boarded the first train she saw with supreme confidence. 3 hours later, surrounded by tourists with expensive cameras and mountain climbing gear, Margaret realized she was ascending into the Swiss mountains rather than heading to her lakeside hotel. The scenic route was undeniably beautiful, but her evening dinner reservation wasn't going to wait for her unplanned mountain excursion. Here's where Margaret's story gets brilliant. Instead of panicking, she embraced the adventure, struck up conversations with fellow passengers, and discovered that several other travelers had made similar mistakes. They formed an impromptu travel group, shared contact information, and ended up exploring Switzerland together for the next 2 days. The fix for train confusion is surprisingly simple. Download the official railway apps for each country you're visiting. These apps show real-time departures, platform numbers, and even translate announcements. Always verify your train number matches your ticket, and don't hesitate to show your ticket to multiple people before boarding. Most importantly, build extra time into your schedule because train mix-ups happen more frequently than anyone wants to admit. Now let's talk about Harold and Janet from Michigan, who experienced what I call the great restaurant ordering catastrophe of Rome. Picture this scene. They're sitting in a charming trattoria near the Pantheon, feeling sophisticated and worldly as they attempt to order dinner in Italian. Harold, proud of his 3 weeks of Duolingo practice, confidently points to menu items while Janet nods approvingly. 20 minutes later, their table is covered with 7 different appetizers, 2 desserts, a cheese course, and a bottle of wine that costs more than their hotel room. The waiter, bless his patient soul, had interpreted their enthusiastic pointing and nodding as requests for everything they had gestured toward. Harold and Janet found themselves facing enough food to feed a small Italian village, with a bill that made their travel budget weep. But here's where their story becomes legendary. They invited the couple at the next table, who were struggling with their own ordering difficulties, to join them for an impromptu feast. What started as an embarrassing mistake turned into a 4-hour dinner party with new friends from Ireland, complete with restaurant-approved doggy bags and phone numbers exchanged for future travel meetups. Restaurant survival strategy is straightforward but effective. Learn basic food vocabulary before you travel, but more importantly, use translation apps that let you point your phone camera at menus for instant translations. Many restaurants in tourist areas have English menus or picture menus specifically for international visitors. When in doubt, observe what other diners are eating and point to dishes that look appealing. Most servers appreciate the effort and will help guide you toward appropriate portion sizes. Let me share the tale of Robert from Texas, who discovered that European bathroom etiquette involves more strategy than he anticipated. Robert learned this lesson the hard way during a walking tour of Amsterdam when nature called with urgent insistence. He spotted what appeared to be a public restroom, approached the attendant, and handed over what he thought was appropriate payment. The attendant looked confused, handed him a small towel, and gestured toward what Robert soon realized was not a bathroom facility but a spa entrance. Finding himself committed to an unexpected wellness experience, Robert decided to embrace the situation. 2 hours later, he emerged from his accidental spa day feeling more relaxed than he had in months, with stories about Dutch wellness culture and a newfound appreciation for European self-care approaches. His fellow tour group members found him glowing and refreshed at the meeting point, leading to an impromptu group discussion about hidden gems and unexpected discoveries. The bathroom navigation solution requires advanced planning and cultural awareness. European public restrooms often require payment, typically between 50 cents and €2. Download apps like Flush that locate nearby facilities and indicate costs. Many museums, department stores, and large restaurants have facilities available for customers. Always carry small change and tissues, because European bathroom experiences vary significantly from American expectations. Consider the adventure of Dorothy and Frank from Florida, who experienced what became known as the Venice water taxi pricing shock. After a lovely afternoon exploring St. Mark's Square, they decided to return to their hotel via water taxi instead of walking. Frank approached a boat operator, negotiated what he believed was a reasonable fare, and helped Dorothy aboard their private vessel. The scenic ride along the Grand Canal was magical until they reached their destination and discovered that the quoted price was per person, not per trip, and didn't include a mandatory service charge or tourist tax they hadn't heard about. Their romantic water taxi ride cost more than their flight from Miami to Venice. But Dorothy and Frank turned this expensive mistake into an opportunity by asking their driver to extend the trip and provide a personalized tour of Venice's hidden waterways. They spent an additional hour learning about Venetian history, discovering secret gardens visible only from the water, and taking photographs that became the centerpiece of their travel album. The expensive ride became the highlight of their Italian vacation. The water taxi wisdom involves research and negotiation skills. Always confirm total prices up front, including all fees and taxes. Ask about minimum charges, per person versus per trip pricing, and additional costs for luggage or extended routes. Many cities offer day passes for public water transportation that provide better value than individual taxi rides. Don't be afraid to walk away if prices seem unreasonable, because competition usually means better deals are available nearby. Let's discuss Martha from Ohio, who learned about European pickpocket techniques through first-hand experience in Barcelona's Park Güell. While admiring Gauda's architectural masterpieces and attempting to capture the perfect selfie, Martha became the unwitting participant in a masterfully executed distraction scheme. A group of children approached asking for directions while their accomplice relieved Martha of her carefully organized travel purse containing passports, credit cards, and that day's shopping money. Initially devastated by the loss, Martha discovered that her preparation and quick thinking transformed a potential disaster into a minor inconvenience. She had photographed all important documents, stored copies in her hotel safe, and carried backup cards in separate locations. Within 2 hours, she had reported the theft, canceled her cards, and obtained emergency cash from her bank. The Spanish police were helpful and efficient, and her travel insurance covered the stolen items. Martha spent the rest of her Barcelona visit educating fellow travelers about pickpocket prevention and became something of a security expert among her travel group. The pickpocket prevention strategy involves preparation and awareness. Carry only necessary items when sightseeing, use bags that zip closed and wear them in front of your body. Avoid displaying expensive jewelry, cameras, or large amounts of cash. Stay alert in crowded areas, tourist attractions, and public transportation. Consider using a money belt or hidden wallet for important documents and backup funds. These European misadventures teach us that travel mistakes don't ruin vacations. They create the stories we remember most fondly. The key to senior travel success isn't avoiding problems but responding to them with flexibility, humor, and creativity. Every mistake becomes an opportunity to connect with locals, meet fellow travelers, and discover aspects of European culture that guidebooks never mention. The most important lesson from these hilarious mishaps is that preparation and attitude determine whether problems become disasters or adventures. Research your destinations, learn basic local phrases, carry backup plans, and most importantly, maintain your sense of humor when things go wrong. Europe has been welcoming travelers for centuries, and locals generally appreciate visitors who approach their countries with respect, curiosity, and good humor. Remember that the best travel stories always involve something going delightfully wrong, leading to unexpected discoveries and unforgettable memories. So pack your sense of adventure along with your comfortable walking shoes, embrace the chaos that makes European travel so rewarding, and get ready to create your own collection of magnificent mishaps that will entertain friends and family for years to come.